So let's say what your purchase price here was $260.
Yep.
But you only wanted to buy the property for $200.
Yes.
So how did you structure that?
So we said, I can give you the $200 now. So they were happy with getting that cash. There was $60,000 they wanted to hang on. No problem. I asked them if they would like to do seller finance. They said, no problem, as long as we get our money. So we have $600 a month, 100 months, 0% interest.
Hello, Pace's YouTube channel. Jamil Damji here, and I'm with Justin Tuminowski. We are in New Hampshire. We just walked this incredible 4-unit that he just is in the process of renovating. Good to see you, bro.
You too, brother. Thanks for cruising out.
People are wondering, how did you find the deal?
Back to the basics. This was a long one, but driving for dollars.
What?
Driving for dollars, yep.
For those of you that aren't familiar with driving for dollars, that's where you drive around and you look for properties that appear to be run down, needing substantial renovations. What were the signals that made you feel that this house or this property was right?
Yeah, I mean, this house and this house were both, vinyl siding was peeling off, tall grass, you know, junk on the front lawns. So
You own this one as
I
well?
own that one as well.
Okay, so this was driving for dollars as well?
That one actually, no, it was a referral from this owner that I was serving.
Wow.
They were happy.
One deal, 2 deals out of a driving
Almost
for
$1
dollars.
million worth of property, $900,000 worth of property on just, and then there was a referral. I love it. Like, serve
Incredible.
it. This is a creative burr.
Everybody who's subscribed to Pace's YouTube channel understand creative strategies, but what is a creative burr for anyone that's new?
This was supposed to be a straight SubTo and was a VA loan. I hired John St. Clair. The seller's attorneys we couldn't get through to that seller attorney. We said, hey, they still want to sell. They still were open to creative. They were fixated on one price and I had a price. They wanted an extra $60,000 and I just couldn't give it to them. But I said, well, let me sell a carry it. So we have, it's 100 months, $600 a month, 0% interest.
Incredible.
So
Hold on.
Sorry, Bob.
That's insane.
So, well, I bought it for 200 and then gave them the 60,000 seller carry. So it's a subordinate second.
Oh, I love it.
Very creative.
What was the purchase price that you gave them in the first?
My investor loan.
Okay, great. So here's what you did. You gave him, what was the total number?
260 was a purchase price.
Okay, 260 was the purchase price. You gave him $200,000 that came from myinvestorloan.com.
Yep.
And then the $60,000 that he was like, no, I'm not going to let that go.
Yep.
He did that in a seller carry for 100 months.
How many dollars out of pocket were you in acquiring the deal?
Whatever my investor loan numbers were.
For all you guys that are, hesitant or thinking there's no way that you can get into a deal with nothing, you just heard it, right? This guy raised private capital. He raised it from friends and family.
Yep.
So you got whatever $10,000 was necessary to come, but essentially you're into this property for no money out of pocket. You've acquired the property, you realize that 1800s construction is going to need an extensive remodel. I have a number in mind. I believe that this house or this 4-unit is going to take to get to retail rentable standard. Walk us through it, right? So how are you structuring paying for the remodel? Is that all cash out of pocket?
Yes, out of pocket and private money. Fund the initial construction. So I think we did about 40,000 in construction. I took my first draw just recently, actually, and just got that back.
Okay, this is interesting.
Yeah, so you do, for everybody that gets construction loans, if you're going to do financing through myinvestorloan.com, typically what's going to be necessary is that you have the initial draw. So right before you get your first draw, they want to see that you get to a certain spot in construction. What was their trigger point?
So I made a scope of work, and my scope of work is very detailed. And I knew that I'm going to take certain draws. I'm going to accumulate so much money based on goals that I set or checkpoints in this process. So, when the rough plumbing is done, when electrical is done, when the wall board is up, or even insulation. My investor loan, you'll say, hey, I'm ready for a draw. Raise your hand. We do a little video chat, and we go through the scope of work they made. All right, $5,000 for the plumbing. That's rough done. Electrical's done, and then you take your draw. So it's really you could think of it as it's a scope of work with checkpoints, and when you hit those checkpoints, you get the reward of money on the other end.
And it's a draw would be, I call a draw a lot of times a reimbursement of work you've already done.
But I think the biggest thing that I find that the misconception is they're going to give you 100% of that construction money right up front.
You have to earn it.
You have to earn it. They're not going to, you can just go to Vegas and go have a good time. So we don't want that.
I have, in my mind, I believe this is going to be about a $210,000 renovation. So what is going to be your construction budget for this?
So we're
property?
on track for, I think, about 125.
That is insanely low.
But again, and it's connections. It's my great plumber that's here. He takes care of me. So it's, and then, we brought electrical in-house.
Yep.
So there's certain things that we can manipulate.
What does in-house mean?
We're doing it us. I'm a licensed electrician by trade. I have CJ here with me.
Because you got 4 panels here, right?
I got 4 panels. Yeah,
Brand new.
brand new.
Right. So normally a 4-panel replacement is going to be anywhere between $16,000 to $20,000.
Yeah, and if I redid the meter banks, which we're going to clean back up, yeah, you're looking at easy because the breakers now are super expensive.
Yeah.
Get code compliance.
So what did you get it done at?
100 and something each breakers.
It's ridiculous.
He say 50 just on the electrical. You probably, like in Arizona, for 4 panels, full rewire, for full everything for 4 units, you're probably looking at a licensed GC would come in and charge, or licensed electrician would charge you $40,000 to $60,000 to do that. You guys did it for probably 10 grand. Okay, so on this creative burr. Okay, so at some point on the burr, you're gonna refinance.
Yes.
Okay, so here's what you have. You have your burr loan with my investor. You've got your subordinate lien, and then you've got your construction loan, right? And you've got your private money lender. So you got 4 loans essentially. And you want to pay your private money lender off, and you want to get that construction loan refinanced into the whole thing. So you're going to go refinance at some point, and you'll still keep that seller in second position at 60.
I'm going to keep that seller. I'm going to move that seller to that house.
This is what's so great about creative finance. He can take that second position loan and go, hey, I'll go lien you over here on this property as your security measure. So I'm going to pay you on this house, but I'm going to securitize you here.
As your collateral.
So freaking gangster. Okay, so you'll refinance this. What will they refinance you out? And will you be into this thing no money when you're all refinanced?
That's the goal.
All right, guys, reach out to Justin Tuminowski if you need something, especially up in the New England area.
Thank you.
Pace.
Thank you for breaking
Thank
that
you.
down.
We're going to do another video in the commercial unit downstairs. I want to talk about that one, and it'll be a 3-part series here in New England area.